Yesterday by Haruki Murakami. If we'd both gone straight into college, our lives would have been all warm and fuzzy, but I blew the entrance exam big time and here we are. I'm not sure why, exactly, but things kept on getting worse. I'm not blaming anyone for that, it's all my fault. I listened to him in silence, so I kinda split myself in two, Kitaru said. He pulled his hands apart. How so? I asked. He stared at his palms for a moment and then spoke. What I mean is part of me's, like, worried, why no? I mean, I'm going to some freaking cram school, studying for the freaking entrance exams, while Erica's having a ball in college. Playing tennis, doing whatever. She's got new friends. Is probably dating some new guy, for all I know. When I think of all that, I feel left behind. Like my mind's in a fog. You know what I mean? I guess so, I said. But another part of me is, like, relieved. If we'd just kept going like we were, with no problems or anything, a nice couple smoothly sailing through life, it's like, we graduate from college, get married, we're this wonderful married couple everybody's happy about, we have the typical two kids, put them in the good old Denechofu elementary school, go out to the Tama river banks on Sundays, obladi, oblada. I'm not saying that kinda life's bad. But I wonder, why no, if life should really be that easy, that comfortable. It might be better to go our separate ways for a while, and if we find out that we really can't get along without each other, then we get back together. So you are saying that things being smooth and comfortable is a problem. Is that it? Yeah, that's about the size of it. But why do I have to go out with your girlfriend? I asked. I figure, if she's gonna go out with other guys, it's better if it's you. 'Cause I know you. And you can give me, like, updates and stuff. That didn't make any sense to me, though I admit I was interested in the idea of meeting Erica. I also wanted to find out why a beautiful girl like her would want to go out with a weird character like Kitaru. I have always been a little shy around new people, but I never lack curiosity. How far have you gone with her? I asked. You mean sex? Kitaru said. Yeah. Have you gone all the way? Kitaru shook his head. I just couldn't see. I have known her since she was a kid, and it's kinda embarrassing, why no, to act like we're just starting out, and take her clothes off, fondle her, touch her, whatever. If it were some other girl, I don't think I'd have a problem, but putting my hand in her underpants. Even just thinking about doing it with her, dunno, it just seems wrong. You know. I didn't. I can't explain it well, Kitaru said. Like, when you're jerking off, you picture some actual girl, yeah? I suppose, I said. But I can't picture Erica. It's like doing that's wrong, why no? So when I do it I think about some other girl. Somebody I don't really like that much. What'd ya think? I thought it over but couldn't reach any conclusion. Other people's masturbation habits were beyond me. There were things about my own that I couldn't fathom. Anyway, let's all get together once, the three of us, Kitaru said. Then you can think it over. He three of us, me, Kitaru, and his girlfriend. whose full name was Erika Kuritani, met on a Sunday afternoon in a coffee shop near Denechofu station. She was almost as tall as Kitaru, nicely tanned, and decked out in a neatly ironed short-sleeved white blouse and navy blue miniskirt. Like the perfect model of a respectable uptown college girl. She was as attractive as in her photograph, but what really drew me in person was less her looks than the kind of effortless vitality that seemed to radiate from her. She was the opposite of Kitaru, who paled a bit in comparison. "I'm really happy that Aki-kun has a friend," Erika told me. Kitaru's first name was Akiyoshi. She was the only person in the world who called him Aki-kun. "Don't exaggerate." "I got tons of friends," Kitaru said. "No, you don't," Erika said. "A person like you can't make friends. You were born in Tokyo, yet all you speak is Kansai dialect, and every time you open your mouth it's one annoying thing after another about the Hanshin tigers or shogi moves. There is no way a weird person like you can get along well with normal people. Well, if you are gonna get into that, this guy's pretty weird too." Kitaru pointed at me. "He's from Asia but only speaks Tokyo dialect. That's much more common," Erika said. "At least more common than the opposite. Hold on. Now that's cultural discrimination," Kitaru said. "Cultures are all equal, why no? Tokyo dialects no better than Kansai. Maybe they are equal," Erika said. "But since the Meiji Restoration, the way people speak in Tokyo has been the standard for spoken Japanese. I mean, has anyone ever translated Franny and Zui into Kansai dialect? If they did, I'd buy it, for sure," Kitaru said. "I probably would too," I thought, but kept quiet. Wisely, instead of being dragged deeper into that discussion, Erika Kuritani changed the subject. "There is a girl in my tennis club who's from Asia, too," she said, turning to me. "Eiko Sakurai. Do you happen to know her?" "I do," I said. Eiko Sakurai was a tall, gangly girl, whose parents operated a large golf course. Stuck up, flat-chested, with a funny-looking nose and a none too wonderful personality. Tennis was the one thing she'd always been good at. If I never saw her again, it would be too soon for me. "He's a nice guy, and he hasn't got a girlfriend right now," Kitaru said to Erika. "His looks are okay, he has good manners, and he knows all kinds of things. He's neat and clean, as you can see, and doesn't have any terrible diseases. A promising young man, I'd say." "All right," Erika said. "There are some really cute new members of our club. I'd be happy to introduce him to Na." "That's not what I mean," Kitaru said. "Could you go out with him?" "I'm not in college yet, and I can't go out with you the way I'd like to. Instead of me, you could go out with him. And then I wouldn't have to worry." "What do you mean, you wouldn't have to worry?" Erika asked. "I mean, like, I know both of you. And I'd feel better if you went out with him instead of some guy I have never laid eyes on." Erika stared at Kitaru as if she couldn't quite believe what she was seeing. Finally, she spoke. "So you're saying it's okay for me to go out with another guy if it's Tanimura-kun here? You're seriously suggesting we go out on a date? Hey, it's not such a terrible idea, is it? Or are you already going out with some other guy?" "No, there is no one else," Erika said in a quiet voice. Then why not go out with him? It can be a kinda cultural exchange, Erika repeated. She looked at me. It didn't seem as though anything I said would help, so I kept silent. I held my coffee spoon in my hand, studying the design on it, like a museum curator scrutinizing an artifact from an Egyptian tomb. Cultural exchange? What's that supposed to mean? She asked Kitaru, like, bringing in another viewpoint might not be so bad for us. That's your idea of cultural exchange? Okay, let's get our stories straight, and our characters sympathetic and well drawn. Yeah, what I mean is all right, Erika Kuritani said firmly. If there had been a pencil nearby, I might have picked it up and snapped it in two. If you think we should do it, Aki-kun, then okay. Let's do a cultural exchange. She took a sip of tea, returned the cup to the saucer, turned to me, and smiled. Since Aki-kun has recommended we do this, Tanimura-kun, let's go on a date. Sounds like fun. When are you free? I couldn't speak. Not being able to find the right words at crucial times is one of my many problems. Erika took a red leather planner from her bag, opened it, and checked her schedule. How is this Saturday? She asked. I have no plans, I said. Saturday it is, then. Where shall we go? He likes movies, Kitaru told her. His dream is to write screenplays someday. Then let's go see a movie. What kind of movie should we see? I will let you decide that, Tanimura-kun. I don't like horror films, but, other than that, anything's fine. She's really a scaredy cat, Kitaru said to me. When we were kids and went to the haunted house at Korkue, she had to hold my hand and, after the movie, let's have a nice meal together, Erika said, cutting him off. She wrote her phone number down on a sheet from her notebook and passed it to me. When you decide the time and place, could you give me a call? I didn't have a phone back then. This was long before cell phones were even a glimmer on the horizon. So I gave her the number for the coffee shop where Kitaru and I worked. I glanced at my watch. I'm sorry, but I have got to get going, I said, as cheerfully as I could manage. I have this report I have to finish up by tomorrow, can't it wait? Kitaru said. We only just got here. Why don't you stay so we can talk some more? There is a great noodle shop right around the corner.